Hi, I made this video just to clarify and to give a little more information as to what is happening in Karnataka right now. The situation is turning quite ugly, and it's taking a very communal sort of a turn right now. As you guys might know, the hijab controversy which has been happening. Firstly, I want to clarify and clear to people, especially you watchers, as to what started this, what is happening right now, and what is it progressing into. Because I don't feel any of the news outlets or the media channels are giving you a clear picture as to what is happening, and that is causing a lot of sort of misinformation, misguided information floating around. And this in turn is causing a lot of trouble to the students, to the educational institutions, and as well people who are around and just want to go, doing their lives, because now it's taking a very communal turn and people are uh, giving it a very ugly angle, and yeah, it's becoming very sad. So to begin, what has happened is that there are about 6 or 7 girls who had come to enter the college to go ahead with the classes, but they were not allowed to enter the college because they were wearing a hijab, which is a headscarf. Apparently, most of the girls were okay removing it and coming and attending the class as per what the Karnataka education minister is saying. It was just 6 or 7 girls who were protesting it and were sort of making it an issue. This is his words. The other aspect of it is they were saying that it is a constitutional right enshrined in the constitution, that the freedom to express and freedom to practice religion is enshrined in the constitution, especially the article 25, which I'll share with you right now. The other aspect of this thing is that this the uniform dress code which has been talked about. So let me give you two facts. Firstly, the MGM College in Bidadi is the only place where the controversy took place. It is not throughout Karnataka. It was one college and 6 students where it all started. And the MGM College is called Mahatma Gandhi Memorial College. In their uh, rules and regulations, it has been mentioned that there is a uniform which has to be followed, and they have a separate uniform for boys and the girls. It's very clear uniform. And according to the Karnataka Educational Institutions rules, which I'll again share with you, especially the para 11, where it mentions the uniform, the dress code, and the institutions have been given the right to sort of issue their own uniform guidelines and mandate the wearing of uniforms. Now, the controversy arises because there is a clash between these two, the clash between whether I can practice my religion and at the same time express my love towards my religion and follow the guidelines which can be issued by the education institutions to me. Now, coming to the aspect of is this right or is this wrong? I genuinely don't have an answer to it, and it's not that simple. That's why the issue has gone to the Karnataka High Court, where they're deciding it on a fact of the basis of how and what the religion mandates them to do, and secondly, how much of the right has been enshrined in the constitution for them to follow it, and the applicability of it in an education institution as well. So none of the decisions will be taken on basis of emotions. It will be taken on basis of facts, and it will be taken on basis of whatever discussions they are having in the assembly and in the court. And for the students to come out and protest it and give it a communal angle is very shameful, and it's very disheartening to see, because in the end, what do you want to do as a student? You want to read, you want to get educated by yourself. Just because somebody is practicing religion somewhere doesn't mean that you start taking that as an offense and start to polarize it in such a manner. Let me give you an example. When I was in college, we had a dress code, and the dress code was to wear a semi-formal or a formal attire. We didn't have a uniform as such, but it was a semi-formal attire. But we could not wear torn jeans and tight clothes or whatnot, etc., etc. Then again, the onus of ensuring which students were allowed inside and what met the guidelines was up to the security guard, because the rules were not very clear. The same way, the rules, if they are not clear and not specified very clearly, will lead to these consequences to happen. And secondly, we as a country who do things according to the constitution, or we feel that we take pride in the fact that we are a very secular country, I don't think this should be taken in such an offensive manner. This doesn't mandate that you go outside and start slurring to people, ghirao people, and start abusing them just because of what clothes they wear. You don't need to protect your religion. You don't need to protect your God, especially at this time. There is exams coming up in the month of April, and you as students have to ensure that you don't study. Leave it to the teachers, leave it to the education institutions, leave it to the court to decide what is right and wrong. And coming to the matter of the girls, they are following the steps. They're not doing what you are doing right now. They were objected to enter, they realized it, and they did the steps which has been mandated. As a rightful citizen, they are approaching the court. There is stone pelting happening, there is lathi charge happening, and I don't know what is going to happen, how what sort of an ugly face is going to show. So for us to understand what the situation actually is very important right now, and not to fall under the pretext of, okay, let's say XYZ is the rule, just follow the XYZ is the rule, doesn't matter. Or I am a Hindu or I'm a Muslim, I object to this, object to... No, don't fall into those traps which has been set for you. You are no way supporting the religion. When you're more accepting and when you're more acknowledging of the other religion is when your religion is shown in the limelight. If there are rules mentioned, if the court tomorrow decides, yes, the uniform is uniform, strict, nothing you can do about it, fine. But let it happen. Why are you creating such an unrest? So my genuine and humble appeal to all of you is that read about these things, understand. Whatever information I have taken is out from the Bar and Bench website, and I've taken information from the Constitution pages, and of course from some news media outlets which are trustworthy. Don't fall into the traps of reading WhatsApp messages and starting to wear turbans and scarves and just go outside and protesting. Doesn't make any sense. Today it's Karnataka. Tomorrow it might be some other place. It might be next to your home. Only when you get affected, you will understand the gravity of the situation. By promulgating these news, promulgating fake news, or trying to encourage people to do what they're not supposed to do, you are creating an atmosphere which is going to be bad for you. That is all I want to say. Thank you.